Hi, this is Tom Soane and welcome to a drive-by episode of the Anonymous Landlord, because as always, these are the things that I think about on my way to the office. And yes, I am a geek, I really am, but that is genuinely true. These are the things that I think about. Anyway, this morning I went for a run and I was listening to a blink of Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and it made me think about compound interest, compound investing. However you describe it, the key word is compound. And I realised that accidentally I've been compounding my property business. And I didn't even realise consciously that I was doing it, but I was just doing it instinctively. I've never taught it, I've never talked about it, I've never explained it before because I hadn't really realised that that's what I was doing. So anyway, by the way, if you've ever read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, how awesome is it? If you haven't, you need to read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I've read it twice, I've listened to it once, and this morning while I was running, I had it on Blinkist. And if you've ever had Blinkist, it's pretty cool. If you haven't, then what it does is it takes a book and condenses it into a 20-minute blink, right? And it's really good if you've read something and you want a refresher on the points that it was making, or if you have maybe a much less complex book and you want to get the general idea of what the book's all about, the key points that the book's trying to get across, then Blinkist is really good. They call them blinks, and they basically condense the book into a 20-minute presentation. Anyway, so I was listening to a blink, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and also the cash flow quadrant. But yeah, it made me realise I've been compounding my property business. And it made me realise that I need to share that with everybody, because it is a really good strategy and a really good way to grow your own property business and your own wealth. Because let's face it, we all do this business and growing our wealth and investing our money. We do it for cash flow and financial security, financial freedom, to provide something for our families in the future and now. And compounding is probably the best way to do that. So first of all, what is compounding? Well, I'll explain very briefly because it can be very complex, but in a nutshell, it's if you've got £1,000 and you invest that £1,000 and you get back £1,100, then you've made £100 profit, right? All agreed. If you then reinvest that 1,100 into, I don't know, the same investment or a different investment, and then you're going to get £1,210 back, because you've invested 1,100 and you're going to get that same 10% back. Now you invest £1,210, you're going to get £121 profit, which means you're going to get £1,431 back. And then you reinvest and you reinvest, and every time you reinvest, you're reinvesting the initial capital and the profit you've made. So you're actually investing more every time, and if you keep doing that month after month after month, or week after week after week, whatever it is, then you start to see that compound effect really take shape. Because before you know it, and actually if you get into that habit of doing it, before you know it, you're investing thousands and thousands and getting thousands and thousands in profit. And that's what compounding is. So what have I been doing with property, which is compounding? You probably already know by the way I've just described that last bit, but I want to explain it anyway because I think it's important. I buy a property and let's say I rent it out. Now, normal people, not me, normal people will get, I don't know, £400 or £500 a month net profit from that rental property, and they'll add it to their income and they'll enjoy that lifestyle. They maybe will get another few properties because they'll save up some money, or they'll sell something, or they'll get some inheritance or whatever it is, and they'll basically get more money and invest more money. So that's the point. Normal people will get more money and invest more money, or they'll refinance that property and invest it again, and so on. What I do is I put all of that profit into a separate account and I reinvest it continuously. Now, I go a little bit further. What I do is I take all of that net profit and I invest it, and then when I reach a level of profit, I invest it in something better, and then do the same again, repeat. And that's the compounding aspect. What I do is I invest in a property, I take all the profit, and then I reinvest that full amount back into the property. I don't take a load out for myself. I cover my expenses, of course, but I don't take a load of money out for myself. I'm happy with my income. I'm happy with my lifestyle. I have a great time with my family. We have everything we need. So I take the money out and I reinvest the whole amount into the next property or the next investment. And that is compounding in property. And it goes the same for flips as well as buy-to-lets. You buy a property, you rent it out, you take the profit, you take everything you can out of that property, and then you reinvest the whole amount. That's compounding. You keep doing it, you keep doing it, you keep doing it, you reinvest, you reinvest, you reinvest, and then your initial capital investment will grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. So yeah, you'll invest that initial capital, you'll get the profit, you'll reinvest the new amount, and then you'll get the profit, and then you'll reinvest the new amount, and you'll keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it. And that is compounding. And that's what I've been doing accidentally. I didn't realize it. So I wanted to share that with everybody. So I think it's an important way to grow your wealth. And you can do it in so many different ways. You can take your rental profit and you can invest it in something that's going to make a bit of profit in the short term, and then keep that accumulating until you can then refinance your initial property investment and take out your short-term property cash investments, and then invest a whole lot into the next project and do it again, or more projects, multiple projects. Keep doing it and doing it and doing it. It's the only way that I've been able to now buy multiple properties at the same time, whereas I started with one. Just started with one property, took the profit, bought another one, took the profit, started with another one, took the profit, and then I bought two and took the profit. And now I'm buying 5. Oh my goodness me. Don't do that, by the way. That's hard work, buying loads of properties at the same time. In fact, it's caused me to build an investment team which does more than perhaps my previous investment team does. It's still the same people, but they do more. Investment team 2.0. So anyway, that's it. Compounding your property investments is the best thing you can do. If you want to provide for your family for the future, if you want to generate cash flow now, remember, how much do you need? Oh, here's a quick point about compounding. I do believe that over time, correct me if I'm wrong, if you're a tax advisor, I'd like to understand a bit more about this. I do believe over time you'll pay less tax, because if you invest it at the right times, you'll always be taking the money out and reinvesting it, taking the money out and reinvesting it. So you end up not having tons of extra income because you're reinvesting and growing your pot. Something to think about. Anyway, I hope that helps. That was a bit of a waffle and a bit of a drive-by rant, but suddenly came to me. I hope it helps, and I will speak to everyone later.